So you've done it. Your app is looking great, the UI is slick, auth is working perfectly. You're feeling good. Then you go to add that one crucial feature, image uploads, in Firebase, and you just hit a brick wall. Well, in this explainer, we're going to show you a really clever way to just walk right around that wall. We're talking about using Firestore to handle your images and doing it all on the free plan.
And this is where it all starts, isn't it? This exact message. You're in the zone, everything's going great, and then, bam! Google just slaps this right in your face. Billing required. Upgrade to Blaze plan to use this service. For so many developers out there, especially if you don't have easy access to a dollar-denominated card, this feels like a total dead end.
So is that it? Is your big idea just over? Is that amazing image upload feature you planned just dead in the water? Nope, not even close.
All right, first things first, let's actually understand what's going on here. Why are your image uploads blocked? Well, it's pretty simple actually. Firebase makes you upgrade to their paid Blaze plan just to turn on cloud storage. And that means you have to give them a specific type of payment card, which, for a ton of people, is a complete showstopper.
Okay, now this is where things get really interesting. See, Firebase Cloud Storage, the service that's meant for files, that's locked down tight behind that paywall on the free plan. But look at this, the Firestore database, it's wide open, completely free to use. And that, right there, is the little loophole that's going to be the key to our whole strategy. And that brings us to the core of this whole thing, the Base64 Bypass. It sounds kind of technical, but the idea is simple. We're basically going to hijack the free Firestore database and trick it into storing our images by turning them into plain old text.
So you're probably asking, what on earth is Base64? Well, think of it like this. It's a special language that can describe any file, like your JPEG image, using only letters and numbers. It takes your picture and turns it into a super long string of text. To us, it just looks like a bunch of random characters. Total gibberish. But hidden in there is all the data for your image. And because it's just text, well, we can drop it right into a text field in our Firestore database. Simple as that.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute, can a simple text field in a database really hold an entire image? And the answer is, yeah, it can. But there is one important limit to keep in mind. A single document in Firestore can only be 1 megabyte. Now that might sound pretty small, but think about it. A good compressed profile picture, that's usually only going to be, 50 to 200 kilobytes? It fits in there with plenty of room to spare.
And this is why this strategy is so awesome. Just look at how generous the Firestore free tier is. You get a whole gigabyte of storage. You get 50,000 reads a day and 20,000 writes a day. I mean, come on. For launching a new app, for getting your MVP out the door, this is way more than enough firepower to get started.
All right, so we've talked about the what and the why. Now it's time for the fun part, the how. Let's get practical and see how you actually build this thing. I'm going to break it down into a super simple 4-step process to get your image uploads up and running.
Okay, here's the entire game plan all in one spot. Step 1, you grab the file the user wants to upload and you turn it into a Base64 string. Step 2, and listen up because this one's super important, you have to compress the image first. Step 3, you take that giant string of text and you just save it to a field in your Firestore document. And finally, step 4, you display it right in your app's HTML. That's literally the whole process. Okay, I cannot stress this enough. This is the big gotcha, the trap that so many people fall into. When you convert an image to Base64, it actually gets bigger. About 33% bigger, in fact. So if you forget to compress it first, that 3 megabyte photo from someone's phone suddenly becomes a 4 megabyte string of text, which will completely blow past Firestore's 1 megabyte limit. So please, always compress first. You can use a simple library to shrink the image down to something manageable, like 200 kilobytes, before you do anything else.
So you see, this isn't just some clever technical hack. This is actually a really smart business strategy. It's a way for you to build your project, ship it, and get it into your users' hands right now. You can worry about upgrading later, when you're actually getting paid for your work.
Now, to be clear, this method isn't the perfect solution for every single image you'll ever need. It's absolutely perfect for things like user profile pictures or small thumbnails, images that are directly tied to a piece of data. But for bigger stuff like public blog banners or huge photo galleries, there's a better way. Just use a free image hosting service, upload the image there, and then just save the URL in Firestore. If you combine these two strategies, you can pretty much handle any image use case you can think of, all for free.
And this right here, this is the playbook.
This is how you win. Step 1. You launch your MVP. You use the Base64 method, the image uploads work perfectly, your app feels totally complete, and you can deliver it. Step 2. You get paid. That's the important part, right? And then, step 3, you take that money, you upgrade to the Blaze plan, and you migrate everything over to a proper cloud storage solution when it's time to scale up. The key is you don't let this roadblock stop you from getting paid. You ship, you collect, then you scale.
So let's just take a step back and recap. What we've put together here isn't just a little trick. It's a complete end-to-end $0 system for handling images in your Firebase project.
So, what are the big things to remember? Here are the key takeaways. Number 1. Firestore is free even when cloud storage isn't. Exploit that. Number 2. Base64 is your magic wand for turning images into text. 3. Compress first. Always, always, always compress first. 4. You can literally just use that Base64 string right in an image tag to make it appear. And number 5. For everything else, use an external host and just save the link. Boom! You've got a complete solution.
Look, at the end of the day, this strategy completely removes a massive roadblock that stops countless developers from shipping their projects. So the only question left for you is, now that you're unblocked, what are you going to build?